you for tuning in this Sunday evening. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Lauri Markkanen. Walker Kessler is out there with Anderson. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Bailey in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, 2 of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Plumlee, it's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Markkanen down low. He's defended by Connaughton. And the shot goes down.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Markkanen, following the bucket by the Hornets, bangs home the trifecta.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Bridges outside. Kessler against Plumlee. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. He can't get that one to fall. George against Ball.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
To the paint. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
For Utah, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Out to the right wing. And George kicks to Anderson. Pass to Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Charlotte, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 3-point game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the 2 teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
George finds Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 9. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 3. Pass to Connaughton. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside, Ball. Now here's Plumlee. He's covered by Kessler. Just 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. It's good.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. To the inside. Here's Kessler. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Miller. Still without a basket. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
That free throw, no good. Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Now here is George. And stolen by Miller. A step-back shot here. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Outside, George. Bailey with the ball. He's against Miller. 6 to shoot. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. To the middle. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Pass to Connaughton. Now Bridges. Defended by George. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. They now take the lead. Ball's got 8 points.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
The stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 20 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Here's Kessler. Bailey passes to George. And no good. Excellent D there from Ball. Pass to Plumlee. On the wing, Bridges. Outside, Ball. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Jazz trail by 5. Here's George. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Hornets have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
And Utah has possession. And here's George. Coming off a 21-point game his last outing.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Miller. Outside, Ball. Five to shoot. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Just his first attempt. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Anderson.
And that's a spot on the floor Bailey can really make his own, especially at that size.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Miller outside. Pass to Bridges. The tray. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bailey. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Connaughton kicks to Bridges. Now Ball. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. You look at Kessler, a terrific rebound, 5th overall.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kessler drops them both. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, 'That's the Dirk.' Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Kevin, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Utah trailing here. And Markkanen throws it down.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Zawan's checked in, and it's Sexton in for Pat Connaughton. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Down low, a nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his second basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Salon. And Sexton has it in the corner. Plumlee with the screen to stop the run, and he gets the bucket.
You have to honor Sexton's jump shot. He has a strong grasp for when to let it fly.
Here's Sensabaugh. And Anderson kicks to Markkanen. A three-pointer, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Ball from downtown. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Markkanen. Launches from deep. Plumlee with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
So it's the Jazz now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season They're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
First one falls for him.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
And Markkanen drops them both.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Lets it go from 14. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Ball. Inside. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Ball. Driving inside. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Markkanen. 16 points for him. Shoots over Knueppel. Markkanen, good.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Here's Ball. Trailing by 4. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 14.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Markkanen looking it over. Puts up a deep 3. The shot comes out.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Utah out in front. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Colin Sexton is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Knueppel. And it's Diabate in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Now, Mann following Nurkic's three-point attempt. Launches a 3. That shot off.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Markkanen, defended by Mann. Nice ball movement by Utah. Offline with his 3. And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Salong. Here's Diabate. Over Hendricks. And the shot falls short this time. The Jazz with the lead. Here's Markkanen. No scoring in this one. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Love check in for the Jazz. And the free throw, no good. Clark, the Hornets with a bunch of promising young players, hoping they can jumpstart this rebuild.
And if guys like LaMelo and Brandon Miller can stay healthy, Kevin, that's going to be key. It would not surprise me at all to see them make a big jump forward.
Pass to Sexton. Here's Mann. And again, the Hornets missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Hendricks. Nurkic in the post. To the left wing. Launches it. And that's good. Kevin Love for three. Love's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Love's three-point shooting ability helps draw big men away from the hoop, and that's really valuable to this offense.
The shot's good. Sexton's got 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Love. Now here's Nurkic. Here's Hendricks. Takes a 3. Diabate grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Sensabaugh. Following the bucket by the Hornets. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Teams changing it up here. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Hornets 4th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside, Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Keontae George picks one up.
The D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And, Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Hornets trail by 5. Bridges outside. Pass to Sexton. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Utah leading by 5. Here he goes. And finished off by Bailey.
And you got to clog up the lanes to the rim, or else the young legs of Bailey will take over.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Sexton with it. He's got 6. Ball up top. Pass to Connaughton. To the middle. A shot by Diabate. No good. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bailey passes to George. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Bridges with the steal. From 10 feet out, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Charlotte making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in, and a switch here also for Utah. Anderson's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Check of the stats for LaMelo Ball. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 7 assists and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 6-point lead. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Bailey with the ball. Defended by Bridges. Nobody near Nurkic. Gets an open look and hits. Nurkic has got the lead up to 8 now for Utah. The Hornets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. But there's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Here is Anderson, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Markkanen sets the pick for Anderson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Love how Anderson plays at his own pace, always under control. He keeps his focus on the hoop, even when getting fouled.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Charlotte making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Kessler's checked in. That one misses for Anderson. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Miller, no luck.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Bailey passes to Anderson. And there it is for him. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Kyle Anderson. Miller finds Ball. Pass to Plumlee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Hornets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Now here is George. Pass to Bailey. Anderson in the post. He's against Bridges. Now Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it.
What determination from Bailey, not letting the D get to him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Bailey. At the line for 1.
And that one misses.
And when I watch Ace Bailey, I see a wing with unlimited potential. Going forward, it's about refining that skill set and adding some strength to that frame.
Now, here is Miller. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Bailey. He's covered by Ball. Miller against Markkanen. Clock at 6. Anderson outside. They get it back. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Hornets trail by 13. Now Miller. Pass the ball. Over George. Ball no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And here's George. And stolen by Miller. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bridges dishes to Miller. Ball with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got 21 in the game.
Deadly in the pick and roll. LaMelo Ball can do anything out of that particular set. This time calling his own number.
Anderson outside. Markkanen sets the pick for Anderson. Takes it inside, and Anderson slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
In rebounding, and they were in the top half of the league in terms of free throw shooting. It could have been better, but I just felt last year they had a few guys who were off.
And what really jumps out is their ranking in second chance points. They did some major work on the glass. Greg, those points really added up over the course of last season. Connaughton finds Ball. From past the arc. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Bailey with the ball. Defended by Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen a screen on Ball. Bailey misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. George up top. He's covered by Ball.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
So it's Utah now, following the bucket by the Hornets. George against Ball. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Now Bailey. And stolen by Miller. For the finish. And Miller throws it down hard.
Miller knows how to finish in these situations. Turned on the Jets in transition.
Jazz leading by 8. Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game. The shot will not fall. And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Jazz.
They're getting a lot of looks at the rim, and that defense has no answer for it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. The opponent just doesn't have the guys to stop you.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's George in at the point.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Ball after the basket by Utah. Utah with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Here's Kessler. And he goes right over Mason. Plumlee slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
So it's the Hornets now after the basket by Utah. Now here's George. Stolen by Ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Miller surveying the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Ace Bailey. Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And the first one drops.
You know, what you like about Miller is that he doesn't leave opportunities out there hanging. I mean, he's a solid all-around player.
Both free throws good for Miller.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Check out the stats for Brandon Miller. Last year, getting it done. He was around 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Utah, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Shooting for Utah, Kessler. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Kessler. And Kessler drops them both. And here is Ball. 21 points in the game. Bridges outside. George against Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Miller outside. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. You look at Kessler, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Connaughton.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
To the inside. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
They call him slow-mo. That dunk from Anderson was anything but slow-mo. That was power-mo.
Hornets trail by 10. Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Miller outside. Back to Plumlee. Charlotte moving the ball around. And again, the Hornets missing. Jazz leading by 10. Anderson outside. George finds Markkanen. Anderson a screen on Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anderson. That shot off the mark. Good D by Miller. For Charlotte, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Pass the ball. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. Shot from the top of the key. He squares up and sinks it. Ball's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
George looking around. Pass to Bailey. And a missed layup. Charlotte's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Ball out to Miller for the 3. The rebound by Anderson. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Nurkic checked in for Walker Kessler. Jazz leading by 8. Here's George. Drives to the hoop. 2 points. That one goes. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Ball with it. He's got 23. And yes, it's good.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Nurkic setting the pick for Markkanen. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 10.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Miller, 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Ball. Rebounded by the Jazz.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
George, no good on the free throw.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by George. Jazz leading by 12. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Plumlee. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Second team foul. At the line for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee. One shot.
For Utah, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. George passes to Markkanen. Outside, George. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding.
Now here's Plumlee. He's got 12. Miller, no luck. You know, throughout his career, Nurkic has always been, Clark, a presence on the glass. Terrific rebounder.
Yeah, he's a big guy who plays big, Kevin. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. He knows how to use his body from different positions. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, and even in short stints, he can impact the game with his glass work.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
depend on you. Oh, sit down. Get down.
Sexton, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a switcher also for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in.
On the court.
On defense, Utah. Outside, Sexton. Plumlee with a screen on George. Miller outside. Shot clock at 5. That 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And now we go courtside for this story on Walker Kessler. Allie, take it away.
The head athletic trainer for Utah is providing some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy to maintain an NBA body. It takes tremendous dedication and work, and that's why every team has an expert training staff. They're always available and always doing yeoman's work in helping these guys be ready to perform.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Miller following the bucket by the Jazz. Sexton dishes to Plumlee. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Plumlee's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Anderson. Bridges with some nice defense. Hornets trail by 11. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
First free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Both free throws good for Miller.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now, here is George. He's got 10. Bailey passes to Hendricks. Now, Kessler. Pass to Sensabaugh. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 9. Now here's Connaughton. Back to Sexton. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now here's Connaughton. No good on the triple. Driving the lane, and that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the bucket by the Jazz.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Utah leading by 9. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George.
2 minutes.
Here's Bailey, covered by Miller. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Six to shoot. Bridges outside. No good with the triple. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one, good. And that's 10 points for Ace Bailey.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Bridges outside. Miller outside. And he banks in the layup. Miller's got 14.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 6, and it's Bailey in the corner. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 9. Connaughton up top. We got 22 seconds left in the third. Now here is Miller. Not a lot of room. That's a 2 from Sexton. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's. Here's George. The teardrop falls in. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so it's Utah. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Knueppel, and it's Salon in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Sensabaugh. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Back to Love. On the wing, Markkanen. Over Sexton. Bank shot, no good. Hornets trail by 9. And here is Ball. And the shot goes in. Ball's got 29 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Hendricks following the basket by LaMelo Ball.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Knueppel. Now Ball. Sexton with it. Outside, Ball. Fires for 3. Utah with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And Utah has possession. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hornets trail by 12. Now Knueppel. Pass to Sexton. And he gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Sensabaugh. Outside, Markkanen. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pass to Sensabaugh.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Markkanen against Sexton. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Down low, Plumlee, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Mason Plumlee. 2.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. Utah leading by 10. Markkanen passes to Anderson. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
When Anderson is finding his rhythm like this, I tell you, it elevates the whole team.
Sexton against Markkanen. Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton. Going inside. Right wing. Knueppel wide open and he fires. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from 3-point land to start the 4th quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Sexton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with it's infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You know, if they want to come away with the dub, I think they just need to keep knocking down these free throws.
And Anderson kicks to Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 7. Tries from 16. Markkanen pulls it in. Jazz have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Anderson outside. To the paint. Umley with the steal. Here's Knueppel. He's guarded by Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Shot clock at 6. And the Hornets miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Markkanen. Scores after the quick crossover. Markkanen's got 23.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts. T-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one.
Both teams making some changes here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. It's stolen by Bailey. Over Miller. Hornets with the rebound. Left side, Ball. Good work there as it goes. 31 points for LaMelo Ball.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. To the middle. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Bailey. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And the Jazz lead by 9.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now, here's Ball. That one goes in. Ball's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Kyle Anderson is one of the more unique players in this league. He doesn't overwhelm you with his athleticism. He's got good size, but his smarts, his instincts, and his skill level are all platinum level.
Shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Now here's Ball. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go from deep. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Kessler. Doubled by Plumlee. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Anderson. With the clock winding down, and Anderson slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Connaughton passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Utah leading by 8. Pass to Bailey. Anderson outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Ball no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Kessler a screen on Ball. 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Clock at 2. The 3 from George.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Plumlee sets the pick for Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Utah leading by 6. Anderson outside. Markkanen outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Here's George. Kessler a screen on Ball. George, no good from 3. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Ball.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now George. Anderson outside. George sets a screen for Anderson. Here's Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Now Kessler. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
1:51 left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Ball. George against Plumlee. Oh, softly lays it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
At the line for your Hornets, Plumlee. Shooting 1.
A free throw off from Plumlee. Jazz leading by 5. Outside, George. 1:24 left in the game. Bailey. And that one is good.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
And here is Ball. Plumlee with a screen on George. Outside Bridges. 5 to shoot. Kessler pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Anderson. Outside George. Anderson outside. Puts up the three. Miller there for the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's good! Here's Bailey, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul, second team foul.
And the Jazz with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, George. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Launches it. Kessler pulls it down. So we see the Jazz get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Lauri, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lauri.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game,